Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have got a match preview for Chelsea versus Aston Villa. The Premier League has returned. Now we're back from the international break and there are 10 games over this game week. But if you haven't already seen, I did my game week predictions yesterday and we're currently only 2 subscribers away from 7,500 subscribers. Jesus. So I'd appreciate if you got me there now. However, let's get straight into this match preview. So Chelsea returned back from the international break after 3 games for each country, qualifying for the World Cup. It was World Cup qualifying, obviously, and it is hosting Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge. It is It's only our second game back at home since the new season after the first one, which was against Crystal Palace. The last 2 have been away fixtures. It's being shown on Sky Sports at 5:30 Saturday the 11th, and I'm excited. Aston Villa, they're not a bad side, but without Emi Martinez, we're going to get into that in a second. Without their keeper, a little bit naughty. So you may have heard on the news that Emi Martinez, Emi Buendia, Giovanni Lo Celso, and another one. Oh, that's embarrassing. For him more than me. There's another Argentinian Premier League player that all can't play in this week's game week because they got arrested for false information, but we're not going to go too much into that. So Emi Martinez and Emi Buendia should not be allowed to play this game, meaning Villa will have to go out with their second choice keeper. They probably will go out with a Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins front 2 with no Buendia, obviously no Jack Grealish anymore. So the odds are in Chelsea's favour, and I think this is a great position to beat Aston Villa. Aston Villa just came off a 1-1 draw to Brentford, and I think that is their 4th point. They lost to Watford, then beat Newcastle, and now have drawn to Brentford. Obviously, Chelsea, on the other hand, beat Crystal Palace, beat Arsenal, and drew to Liverpool. So overall, we are winning by 3 points. For injuries and suspensions for Chelsea, Reece James will be suspended for this game after his controversial red card against Liverpool. Definitely a penalty, but never a red card. But he'll be suspended, so we'll have to go out with Azpilicueta or Callum, Hudson and Odoi at right wing back filling in. I will show you my predicted lineups later on. And then for injuries, Kante might be sidelined due to an ankle injury that's still recurring. Christian Pulisic will also be out injured, as he is apparently returned to training on crutches. But other than that, it should be a full first team, although some of our players might be a little bit tired as they did play their last game, especially like some Mason Mount, Timo, Werner. They played on Wednesday night for their international team, so that's 2 days rest. Actually, that's a little bit of a tricky one. Are we going to play them? Because they've had 2 days rest. God. Anyway, it's time to get into my lineups. Starting off with the formation, I'm going for a little 3 at the back, obviously. The wing backs, 2 in the pivot, but the front 3 is the interesting one. We're going with 2 strikers and a number 10. You might have already figured out who the 2 strikers are and why I've changed it to 2 strikers to what we normally go out with: 1 striker and 2 wide 10s. But starting off in goal, we're going to go with Edouard Mendy, obviously, no doubts. Brilliant keeper, kept us in the Liverpool game for a long time, and against Aston Villa should be another opportunity to get another clean sheet. He has obviously conceded 1 goal this term after that penalty from Mo Salah, but obviously it is an anomaly. It was not a penalty. Well, it was a penalty. It was a penalty, but it's nothing to worry about because it's not bad defending. If anything, it's good defending that we kept it off the line. In my defence, I'm going for a back 3, obviously. A back 3 consisting of Cesar Azpilicueta at right wing back, Andreas Christensen in the middle, and then Antonio Rudiger, who scored a bullet header for Germany against Iceland, at left centre back. Obviously, now you know my right centre back in it, Cesar Azpilicueta. You're going to know my right wing back. I have gone with Callum, Hudson, Odoi as Aston Villa's left back. Ashley Young or Matt Target, whoever it is, I think they're both a little bit. Well, Ashley Young's a bit old, Matt Target's a bit slow. I'm excited to see Hudson Odoi being able to take on both of those fullbacks the entire game. His pace should be a huge positive, And although Reece James is our first choice right wing back, he can show Thomas Tuchel what he's all about and why he should be in the starting lineup, despite not in his favoured position, still in the squad, because he does have so much talent, that young man. At left wing back, we've got the return of Ben Chilwell. For me, I don't know about Thomas Tuchel, because he seems to love Marcos Alonso at the moment. But Ben Chilwell, for me, is going to be playing left wing back, as he's obviously had an international break to just kind of reinvigorate himself, try and get into training, work hard, and show Thomas Tuchel who should be starting left wing back. Because even though Marcos Alonso hasn't been performing badly, I do prefer Chilwell at left back. And in the midfield pivot, I am excited about this one, and apologies for the on-screen picture. I couldn't get a SAUL NIGUEZ Chelsea shirt, PNG, whatever. So we got SAUL NIGUEZ partnered alongside Jorginho in the pivot. I am quite gassed to see SAUL NIGUEZ start his Chelsea debut against Aston Villa. Solid midfield of John McGinn, the Luis, what's his name? The Brazilian guy with blonde hair, and they brought in Sanson, or is he just on loan? And then they brought in someone else in the transfer window, I think the balance of this midfield is going to suit our team and football perfectly, with Jorginho being able to drop back, play a couple of passes around the midfield, SAUL NIGUEZ as well. The chemistry might not be all there because SAUL NIGUEZ has had a couple of weeks to train with Chelsea. Jorginho would have never met him until today. Actually, maybe I didn't think this one through properly. I would love to see SAUL NIGUEZ get his debut, but like I said, I don't know if the chemistry will be there. Even Kovacic, he's been with Croatia, so if he is starting, then he's not going to have the chemistry that we're really after. But I'm sure it's not going to hamper our midfield too much. They're both brilliant players, whoever he's playing alongside, but Kante probably won't be playing. I actually would love to see Trevor Chalobah start this game at centre-back. If Azpilicueta does play right wing-back, which we could see happen, quite likely, then Chalobah would play centre-back, I'm pretty sure. But maybe because Chalobah and NIGUEZ have been playing in training together, they'll know each other, or at least know each other better than Jorginho and SAUL. So we could see Trevor Chalobah and SAUL NIGUEZ partner up in midfield together. That would be a good sight. In the sort of number 10 role, it could be a number of players. I've gone with Mason Mount, but I would not be surprised if it's Kai Havertz, who's just been over international break with Germany, or more likely Hakim Ziyech, who has also had a rest over the international break because his manager banned him from playing because he faked an injury. I think number 10 position for Hakim Ziyech is actually perfect as well, so I'd love to see Ziyech in there. Or I've gone with Mount, but I think Ziyech is probably more likely option. And then I've gone with a front two of, you know who it is, Timo Werner alongside Big Rom, Romelu Lukaku, who is fit to play. Both of them had great, brilliant international breaks. Let me quickly go over to my post section because I did talk about, I reported this. Where is it? Right, okay. Both Chelsea strikers performing for their countries over the international break so far. This is before Timo Werner got another goal. So Timo Werner overall got 3 goals and an assist. And Romelu Lukaku got 3 goals and an assist. Although Romelu Lukaku only played 2 out of the 3 games. That is my team you can see on screen. I'm excited. I want to see Lukaku back in Chelsea colours. I want to see all the boys back. I just love it when the international break ends and the Premier League starts back up. I'm going to be watching as many games as I can. Cristiano Ronaldo's debut as well. That'll be an interesting one. But until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.